It is such an honor and a privilege to be joined virtually via StreamYard with Louis Brittz, coming to us all the way from the US of A. Louis, thank you so much for your time. It's great to catch up with you, my friend. And first and foremost, how are you and the family doing?
Jonathan, thanks so much for the opportunity. It's always great to talk to you, to imagine you there in Mossel Bay. And I'm here in Tennessee. It's incredible that we're able to talk. It'll never cease to amaze me. I'm doing great. I'm doing too great. I'm a little bit more body than what I used to be, but you got to be a Jew for the Jews, like Paul wrote. So for me to be an American, I have to sort of blend in. If I'm too thin, they'll reject me immediately. And the family's great. Hetty's doing well. She's just released a new book. Don't change them, grow them is the name of that. It's an absolute phenomenal book about tall trees and everything she does. My youngest is going into her last year of school. It's called senior year over year. And Piero is married for 6 months now. He just started working. He finished his studies as a psychologist, which means he's a barista now. That's all. But he's got to do a lot more degrees to actually work as a psychologist. And Elise is 25 now, I think, somewhere around there. And
Wow.
she's married now for 4 years, and she's pregnant. She's having a baby in November, December, which explains my gray beard to signify that Louis is going to be a grandpa. And
Nee, nee,
trying to get
nee.
used to the word, it's really weird. I
Opa.
love my daughter
Opa.
having a baby, but can I please not be called Opa? But anyway, so that's the family. We're all doing exceptionally well.
Oh, that's fantastic. So glad to hear that. Well, the reason we're connecting with you is because you are coming to South Africa, and I'm going to put it up on the screen here, for a Lofprysing Slypskool, which is Afrikaans basically for a praise and worship masterclass. Tell us about this and the idea behind it.
I just love your word masterclass. It's a master class over here. Yeah, I have to, well, to be a little bit spiritual about it, in January this year, I really got a discomfort in my heart, and I had to take it to the Lord about just what I was doing. And it was very clear to me that the Lord said, just travel more, and take your ministry more outside the walls of your local church. And local church swallows you over here. It's really, really big. And so it keeps me very busy. And so I took it to my leadership. I said, look, I'll stay. I want to still be a worship pastor, but God really is leading me to travel a little more, and especially my calling towards the other expatriate South Africans elsewhere in the world, and of course to go back where I'm from and to deposit whatever I can into the area of local church in South Africa. And so one of the things I've always done, it feels like I've been doing it for many years, is to not just lead praise and worship, but train other praise and worship leaders and musicians
Yeah.
as well. Coming at it from a bunch of perspectives, mostly from mistakes. I was never trained as whatever I'm doing today. I've never been trained for it. I trained to be a lawyer, but I became at 24 years old a musician, a musicianary, and pretty soon after that a worship leader, just with teenagers, as you know, for a lot of years. And then later on, as my own head started hurting from all the rock music, I started working with older people, and eventually big conferences and so on. And later a label guy with a studio as producer. So from many angles, I had to sort of learn on the fly. And I visited churches and I worked with churches, I think in 14 countries on 6 continents. So uh, hundreds of denominations. So all of that, mistakes called experience, or experience called mistakes. But out of all that, I really have learned some things that I love to invest in other people who are doing what I do, and most of them volunteers. So that's why we're doing weekends, so that everybody can attend no matter what they do during the week. So that's sort of the reason behind it. I want to take what I do now. I'm 55 years old, sort of the age where they say halftime. Bob Buford says, stop just doing your work, now teach others, to leave a legacy. And that's kind of what I want to do.
Dit is fenomenaal. Ek hou so baie van that perspective, daai perspektief van lei ander op om verder te gaan en nog verder die ondervinding te vat, né? Dit is regtig fenomenaal. Dankie daarvoor. So Louis, as dit kom by lofprysing, if it comes to praise and worship, daar is baie mense wat sê, ja, hierdie Christene, hoe hulle dat doen en alles in daai klas en goed. Is dit nie net 'n geldmaaksaak nie, maar ek en jy weet van ons harte, diep in ons harte, it's about praising the King of Kings and worshiping him. Praat so 'n bietjie net vinnig daaroor asseblief.
Ja, ek het juist hierdie naweek in ons kerk, was dit 'n all worship weekend, toe ek 'n bietjie daaroor kon preek. Oor die geweldige voorreg wat ons het, as Christene om letterlik in die troonkamer in te stap. En ons begin altyd en ons praat oor hoe die voorhangsel bewyl toe Jesus aan die kruis gesterf het en wat dit vir ons beteken dat hy as die hoëpriester die perfect atonement. Nou sukkel ek met die Afrikaanse woord vir atonement, maar dat hy vir ons die volmaakte offer vir ons sonde gebring het. Dit wat net die hoëpriester mag gedoen het in die Ou Testament, na 'n rigorous cleansing ritual. Hy moes voor die Here silwer skoon wees en hy mag net op een dag agter daardie voorhangselkleed gordyn ingegaan het op die Day of Atonement en dit was dan om die offer te bring vir die volk se sonde. Jesus het daai offer vir ons gebring, die voorhangsel het geskeur, die allerheiligste het vir ons oopgegaan, en daai voorhangsel het letterlik geskeur as 'n simbool vir ons in alle tye, dat dit is waar ek en jy mag instap, sonder om dood te brand, sonder om dood te gaan, sonder 'n cleansing ritual. En dan sê die boek van die Hebreërs dit so mooi, dat ons genooi word, jy weet, dat die Here sê, approach me, kom nader, nader tot my. En hy skryf so mooi, omdat die hoëpriester letterlik oor ons, so amper oor ons hang, sê die in Engelse vertaling. Hy beskerm ons, sodat die glorie van ons heilige God nie vir ons doodmaak in sy teenwoordigheid nie, want hy is heilig. So dis iets wat fenomenaal is as 'n mens oor dit dink, die openbaring van wat dit is wanneer ons die Here aanbid, om daar in te stap in die troonkamer, want dis waar Jesus nou is aan die regterhand van God die Vader. Ons kom nie na die kruis toe nie, ons kom nie na die leë graf toe nie. Ons kom letterlik na sy troon en die Here sê, come boldly to my throne of grace. So hardloop soos Forrest Gump na die troon toe. En die Here wil ons daar omhels. So ons ontmoet hom as Vader, as vriend, as verlosser, as koning, as mense wat weet, ek op geen manier hoort ek hier nie. Want ek is in sonde gebore en nog steeds sukkel ek so baie met vlees en allerlei goed. En tog, in die genade van die Here, oorleef ek nie net daai oomblik nie, ek is gebore daarvoor, ek is wedergebore daarvoor. En die Here sê, daar's nêrens waar jy meer tuis gaan voel nie. So die hele oefening is om dit gewoon te raak. Die hele oefening is om gewoon te raak aan die troonkamer, waar ons saam met ouderlinge en engele, en saints, wat voor ons die vooraf gegaan het, daar instap en die Here aanbid. En as dit vir mense oor enigiets anders as dit gaan, dan verstaan jy lof en aanbidding glad nie. Ek het gepraat hierdie naweek, en ek sal 'n paar keer in Suid-Afrika nou ook die voorreg hê om daaroor te preek, maar dat die Engelse woord so mooi, currency, wat ons gewoonlik verstaan as geld. Maar al wat dit eintlik beteken is, wat dra daardie ding? En die currency van aanbidding is intimiteit. En dat dit wat die Here van ons vra, is dit wat hy vir ons aanbied in daai oomblikke, is totale intimiteit van sy kant af. Hy gee homself vir ons volkome. Hy het dit te doen in sy seun. Hy doen dit met die Heilige Gees. En die uitnodiging is daar. Musiek is maar 'n klankband daarvan, maar die eintlike ding is om alles af te breek wat die afstand tussen ons en God wegvat. Om regtig daai intimiteit met die Here. En intimiteit is gelyk aan geen vrees, geen skaamte, geen trots, geen leuns, want daai dinge bring afstand. En vir ons om as gewone mense, elkeen van daai goed intentioneel af te breek, om regtig tot God te nader, om nie net daar te staan en sing nie. So dis kosbare oomblikke wat met industrie niks te doen het nie, wat met geld maak niks te doen het nie. In elk geval onmoontlik, vandag ons kan nie meer series verkoop nie, ek het nie meer label nie, dit om 'n rede. So dis moeilik om die musiek tot by mense te kry, maar dis ook een van die goed waarvoor ek nou Suid-Afrika kom, is om te skryf nuwe Afrikaanse lof en aanbidding, en dit weer op 'n manier in mense se hande te sit met 'n klomp resources wat dit moontlik maak. Maar ja, dit miskien so een en ander oor aanbidding.
Dis briljant. Dit is regtig waar. Sure, I just love your heart, and again that thing of breaking down all those barriers and entering boldly, but understanding where we're going in, that Holy of Holies. Thank you for that. Love it to bits. So it's happening. It's happening just around the corner. The dates are 18 and 19 August at the Suiderpaal Gemeente, and then in Centurion Upcountry up in the Gauteng region. It's on the screen, but for those who'd like to find out more, how do they find out more, Louis?
Yeah, I think the easiest way, obviously, you can go to the websites of these churches, and on their websites, they've got a link that takes you straight to a registration portal. But if that's a little difficult for you to understand, you can just go to the link that's on screen, Louis Brittz Music or louisbritzmusic.com/Slypskool/. And if you click there, you'll see the program. You'll see a write-up that I did about what to expect, about what the workshops are and who will be presenting them. And you see the program Friday night and Saturday until 5 o'clock. And you'll have a link right there for the Cape Town one, Battle, and for the Gauteng one, Centurion, where you can just click on that and it takes you right to the to where you can register. And honestly, as you can see, there's 250 Rand, but it's so negotiable. I'm doing this completely free of charge, pro bono, because I'm an American and I should. And the churches are also doing it free of charge. It's just an absolute gift. The money is for your food. For me to give a gift to these experts who are South Africans who are coming to do workshops with me. So I do want to, remunerate them for their costs and so on. But if you cannot come up with a 250 for any reason, you just mail us and talk to us, and we will obviously, meet you where you are at. As I say, this is not, please, Louis is not leaving the country with your Rand. I know about load shedding and all that. It's absolutely a gift, and we want to make it possible for everybody to come.
Sure. That is absolutely beautiful. So come on, ladies, gents, and for those who are worried that they don't understand enough Afrikaans, gaan dit alles in Afrikaans wees of gaan dit in Engels wees of mengels?
Mengels. Ja, van die terminologie is Engels, jy weet. Dit is nou maar net die wêreld waarin ek leef en werk. Maar hierdie gaan ek in Afrikaans aanbied. Hulle sê don't despise where you're from, en ek gaan nie, ek kom al my jare, grootste deel van my bediening is in die Afrikaanse kerk. Ek is soos nou maar 'n boertjie. Jy, Jonathan, jy eet boerewors, maar ek maak dit. So dis die verskil van Afrikaner na Soutie. So ja, hierdie gaan in Afrikaans aangebied word, maar as jy Engels is en jy kom en as iets wat jy nie verstaan nie, steek jou hand op. Is baie informeel. Ek gaan as die groep klein genoeg is, gaan ek laat ons in 'n sirkel sit en chat oor die goed. So as jy iets nie verstaan nie, sê Louis, I did not understand what you just said. Obviously, ek werk as 'n worship pastor in Engels. Ek ken dit alles in Engels. Ek sal dit baie graag en maklik vir jou vertaal. Maar ja, ons gaan hier in Afrikaans aanbied.
Brilliant. Ladies and gentlemen, there you heard it from Louis. Please don't delay, don't hold back. This is a fantastic opportunity for us to hear from Louis Brittz with years, literally decades of experience. And it's happening in our very own city. So come on. Louis, as always, it's so great to connect with you. Thank you so much for your time. So lekker om net te chat. And may God bless you. And we look forward to hosting you here in the mother city and in Gauteng as well. God bless.
Sien uit, baie dankie Jonathan. Ek gaan baie biltong eet. Baie. Enig wat jy nie so kry nie, jy kan soek so hard as wat jy wil.
En jy het nog nie geleer om jou eie te maak nie.
Nee, so 'n goeie Afrikaner is ek nou nie. Seën mense, baie dankie vir die gesels hoor.
Ag nee, baie dankie, waardeer dit.